It is a hot day right here in our hometown, Sault Ste. Marie. It's going to be a hot night of action right here on the Monday Night Raw Patrol. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Chris Best, doing this solo just for the time being. We don't have a Karl Karufel tonight as he is off doing his shoot job. Right now, we are looking at Gunther and Kofi Kingston making their way into the arena as they get ready for their men's quarterfinal King of the Ring tournament. We are now looking. We also got Jey Uso and Dragunov coming to the ring as well, coming to the arena as well. This is going to be one hell of a night as we are joined with OMD. Brother, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing very well. I am excited for Raw. I am excited for round 2 of the King and Queen of the Ring.
We are starting off with Drew just making his way through the gorilla position on his way to the ring right now.
Okay, so this is going to be obviously a callback to last week in that scenario.
We also got Bubba Duke coming in here. Bubba, how you doing, brother?
Not bad, man. Not bad. I see my boy McIntyre is on his way out to the ring at the moment. Just got out. Oh, I see they're sporting the King and Queen crowns out at the top of the runway, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, well, I wanted to get a good look at the crowns, but I couldn't see them. So
they be very shiny, my friend. Holy,
compared
I can't make
to
out detail, but it's there.
Compared to previous crowns, I mean, some of the previous crowns have looked cheaply made.
Right.
But we got Drew, and it looks like he's like in his wrestling gear.
He is in his gear. Well, again, even like you said last week, I don't care what the doctors say. I'm gonna wrestle. Oh, what's he doing? McAfee. Just throw his Cole under the bus. Oh, that's great.
McAfee is just pure gold, man.
Yes, he is.
Yes. You are not going to get an argument out of me for that one. I like McAfee.
Drew's got some new pyro going on.
Holy Kane-esque. Did you catch that, OMD?
I've got the pyro now. It's same pyro he's had.
I've never seen him use that pyro.
Really?
Not ring pyro, no. Up at the Jumbotron and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, on the entranceway, he's had pyro like that.
Yeah, no, I've seen the pyro at ringside for a little while.
Okay. I must have been oblivious because,
because of your man crush on Drew.
Yeah, completely.
Well, I mean, he does have this aura. He does have this aura about him that just sucks you in, right?
Oh, dear God.
I did not mean to take it that way, Bubba. That was you who took it that way.
Yeah. That was his hubba bubba moment of the night.
Oh, Jesus. I was hoping I didn't have to hear that over here. Oh, man. And, of course, now my dehumidifier decides to turn on and I can't hear nothing.
That's okay. My fan is on and I can't hear anything. And I'd rather have my fan on anyways because it is friggin' hot here in our city today.
I've been out a fair bit of the afternoon, and it wasn't all that hot. Like I was comfortable with my sweater. And
there was a bit of a breeze.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I was downtown by the river today, and it was warm down there.
Wow. I mean, I wasn't downtown, but I was up at Walmart and then over here at Food Basics, which I got the last 6-pack for $3.99.
Sweet.
Because I went to my food basics up here to look for a 6-pack of that. They didn't have it here.
Hey,
I should have gone to the Kingston one.
Is Punk there tonight?
I have no idea. The only reports I've read are the matches that are taking place tonight. There's been no reports as far as like who's there tonight or and who isn't. So
Punk's already told Drew he was going to show up in haggis.
Haggis is the most disgustingest thing ever.
I like it if it's cooked right. It's a very difficult dish to make. Oh, so that's what Drew is doing.
Who's he
I like it.
antagonizing now?
Damian Priest, El Campeon.
Oh, there we go. Oh no, my screen went
This is a
completely
match
black. Oh, there he is.
This is a match I want to see.
I want to see it for the simple fact that I want Drew McIntyre to whip his ass and take that title.
Clash at the Castle.
Yep. Dude, they have so much light on those crowns that you can't even see them. It just looks like a blur. But that's okay.
We'll probably get a more distinct look at the crowns when the King of the Ring matches or King and Queen of the Ring matches happen.
Yes.
Oh, guaranteed. They need to change that paint scheme on the back of his vest. It literally looks like somebody's getting the finger.
I do like that design on that vest though. Like I like the chains, I like the spikes and everything like that. I also love Drew's coat still. Bulks are coming in saying, "What's up, guys?" And Bubba, you've got a totally shocked look on your face. This promo is on fire, isn't it? Wow. That might be my most favorite Damian Priest promo ever. Bulkster, you are right coming in and saying great promo, and that great way to start off the show for sure.
Absolutely.
Wow. And the crazy part is I like both those guys,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know who I'm gonna go for.
And that's why after WrestleMania, none of us had any problem with Damian Priest having cashed in on Drew.
100%.
And I had, like, in the back of my mind, I knew Drew was going to go after Damian at some point. Because let's face it, somebody cashes in the Money in the Bank on you, you're going to want to seek revenge for that, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, just wow. What a hell of a way to start this Raw. Oh, there's the crown. Wow.
Oh, now they're showing what happened in the Queen and King of the Ring matches in the house shows over the weekend. Wish they would have showed those matches on YouTube or like Twitter or something.
Even the WWE, what do you call it? The app.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Oh, look who's coming in behind them.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the person who separated them was one Kenny Dykstra, if I'm not mistaken.
Not a clue.
It could have been.
It looked like him.
I don't know. I've forgotten what he looked like because he hasn't been involved in wrestling, at least in an active role in years since, well, basically since he and Mickey James split.
That was a long time ago.
Besides, the guy's a clown.
He's not a bad producer, though.
No.
Some of the matches that we've been praising have been produced by him.
Yep. But out of all of the talent that I have met over the years, he was the biggest asshole.
Tell us how you really feel, my friend.
I'm sure it was kayfabe, but still.
Yeah, for me that was Randy Orton, but it was also during Randy Orton's like rookie years when he was a complete douche nozzle.
Right.
Douche nozzle. Nice.
Yep. And Bulkster, yeah, what a fantastic way to start the match off. Just Shayna Bazsler starting to beat the shit out of Io Sky before we go to commercial break.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so you guys went with the sports theme, and I got to point this out. Just before I tuned in or started doing the Raw Patrol stuff, I watched a documentary today on first round draft bust and Alexander Daigle, and it was actually really well done. I liked it.
Yeah, he was a massive boss.
Okay, watch the documentary. Your opinion may change. Because there's reasons as to why he was kind of a bust.
I can give you another first round overall bust, at least in my opinion. It's a guy who's never played up truly to being the number one overall pick, and that is Taylor Hall.
I will drink to that one because the way he left Edmonton, I was not happy with him.
Yeah, but I don't even think that was him wanting to leave. I think that was just they just up and did that. And
he said he wanted to go play for a championship team, dude.
Oh, see, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
And yet I don't think he's won his championship.
No, but he has played for it's true. I mean, but he has played for teams that, you know, have that caliber to them.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the side of Alexander Daigle, when he left the NHL, he did go and play for championship teams over in Europe. So,
yeah.
That's kind of why I don't necessarily look at Daigle as a bust anymore.
Right.
If you look at what he had because he got drafted by Ottawa first overall in a class with Chris Pronger, Paul Correa, and one of the Niedermeyers. I can't remember which one.
Scott.
Yeah.
Because Scott Niedermeyer went third overall in that draft, and that was a pick that Toronto traded to New Jersey.
Okay, but so what Daigle had when he got to Ottawa, all he had was Alexei Yashin with him. And there's nothing wrong with Alexei Yashin. Alexei Yashin was a fantastic player, but that's all Ottawa had was those two guys. So,
and then Yashin didn't want to be there.
Yeah. Oh, we just got it. I just got the glitch. Oh, and I got it on the first fucking try for pausing.
Good job.
Didn't take me 20 minutes like it seemed to do on SmackDown.
Yeah, I just got it.
Yeah, same.
This match seems to be very like they're unsure.
It's very slow, methodical build. I'm okay with that.
Well, I think this is their first time in the ring against one another, is it not?
I believe they fought in NXT.
Okay. So first time in forever.
Yeah. I believe Io beat Shayna for the NXT women's title.
Oh.
Dude, I totally forgot she even had the title in NXT.
Shayna's a two-time women's NXT champion.
Oh, Shayna. I thought you said Io.
Yep, but yeah, Io was a former women's champion, and I believe she beat Shayna Bazsler for it.
Okay, there's a lot to unwrap with this new one. So I'm not going to bother with it right now.
Right. And as I just read, a few minutes ago, I read it during the Raw preview review show. Apparently, 5 Feet of Fury is set to make their return imminently to the WWE.
She even said that on her Twitter today.
Yes.
She said something along the lines of like somebody had asked, "We missed you. when are you coming back? And then she said real soon, and then had a black heart.
And yes, and then just you wait.
Yeah, that's what it was. She said.
Yep. And she was being referred to in the article that I read as the Blackheart Alexa Bliss is set to return imminently.
Oh, well, dude, that would be cool.
Yeah.
So
Carl's going to be happy about that.
I'm really wondering if we're going to get that in about 12 days.
Can you imagine if it happened tonight, especially with Karl not being here? You know, because seeing as Karl misses out on all the good stuff.
Right.
I'm sure he's got this on the PVR.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Right. And I mean, how do we because I know right now, potentially for tomorrow, I don't know. Bubba, I'm going to assume you're filling in for me tomorrow on TBT.
As far as I know.
You're more than welcome to do it. I'll send you all the stories that I can come up with. So,
because I'm unfortunately unavailable for TBT tomorrow and the rest of the week.
And for those of you who are watching, if you want to catch Turnbuckle Talk, we are live tomorrow night, 8:05 Eastern, on YouTube.com at Turnbuckle_Studios.
All right.
We got Shayna's all tied up under on the top rope there.
Oh, I've got her going for a gut wrench.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Now she's tied up.
Yep.
I felt that in my knee, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Well, it appears as though we are about to get a run in.
Doubtful.
No, we're going to a commercial break, but we are getting a run-in from one at ChrisPerish.
You know,
There
if
he
you
is.
you know, if you say it, it defeats the point of the fucking graphic.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's why I didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm not blaming you, Bubba.
neither did I.
I'm not blaming you either, Chris.
We didn't say his name and he appeared.
No, but I am enjoying my best friend's girl.
Yes, but I'll bet you wish you had Jesse's girl.
Nah,
Yes, I did.
just like Alberta beer, Jesse has no taste.
Badoonch.
So how are things this evening, Mr. Parrish?
They're all right. How are you?
Excellent. I'm doing very well, thank you.
So, Parrish, before you came in, I was telling these boys about a hockey documentary I watched, and it wasn't Saving Sakic, but it was The Chosen One, and it was the story of Alexander Daigle and how he was the first-round bust.
God, I tried watching that, but just like his career, I gave up.
Oh, badoonch.
I actually enjoyed it, so because I was curious to see like why he was a first-round bust, because I don't really remember his run in the NHL, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't either.
Well, there's why he was a first-round bust.
I don't even know who the guy is, so that tells you a lot.
Mm.
I already wasted enough time watching the Manziel documentary thinking, hey, I'm curious if this is going to make him look like a better human being. And guess what? It did not.
I don't think there's anything that can make Manziel look like a good human being.
Well, yeah, I mean, after that one, yeah.
Again, not a clue.
First time in 11 years SmackDown's going to Edmonton. I could swear that I don't know. I thought they had a SmackDown sooner than that in Edmonton.
No, we've had a lot of Raw.
Yeah, I know that. Wayne Gretzky is the GOAT. Okay, now I've got a view of the crowns. They actually don't look that bad.
It kind of reminds me of the crown from The Little Mermaid that the dad wore.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
To me, it's just too much.
It almost looks like the faceplate for the $1 million title, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, it does too, eh? But at the same time, Perish, you're not wrong. It does seem like it's overkill.
I mean, but at the same time, so do some of the titles.
Yes.
This is true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, like I compare both new sets of tag titles. Less is more.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we've got ourselves a decent little match still going on with Io Sky and Shayna Bazsler here. I love that overhead angle shot that they do when there's an aerial move about to be executed.
Oh, sleeper. Yabba dabba doo. Excuse me.
You are excused. What a fantastic little chain of events that was for this in this match right now.
Wow.
Wow. Just got the finish here, boys.
Okay, and I'm probably about to get it right here.
That sucks.
I kind of was not expecting this one.
I called it.
Yes, Bubba and I
To be
aren't
honest.
getting what we wanted.
I seeing after kind
Yeah.
of this switch with Zelina Vega not being able to go, and obviously I have a feeling Zelina Vega was probably deemed to advance here,
Right.
and then things changed. So I think this was probably a switch.
Okay, yeah.
So, I mean, I've got the next women's quarterfinal set as my match of the night with Lyra Valkyria versus Zoey Stark. I've got Lyra going over. So, can you imagine Lyra Valkyria versus Io in the final?
Versus
Well, for the Raw,
that has PLE quality, Matt. That has PLE match written all over it. And I'm actually happy that she won this match without the help of Dakota Kai or Asuka at ringside. Kind of happy she did it on her own. I think it's clear we're getting LWO versus Judgment Day off of that.
I think what we're seeing is a little bit more of a crack in the armor. Because one of the lines Carlito said, it's like, look, you don't trust me. Damian Priest is like, no, it's like, but you trust your boys. And then Damian flat out had said prior to that, you guys can work with, you can work with them. That's fine. But to me, you're not welcome. He's putting himself over the group. That's what that segment said to me more than anything else.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from with that, actually.
I'm only on my first beer, so I'm still wise.
Bud, are you wiser?
Well, on my second beer, I will be.
While we are in this commercial break, I am going to go for my locker room visit. It is patented.
And I'm going to get it. Speaking of drinks, I need a drink really bad. I'll be right back.
All right. And there it is, OMD's locker room visit. You can find this design at karlkarufel.redbubble.com. You want it on your shirt, want it on your mug, you can put it right wherever you want. Just don't stick it where the sun don't shine.
We don't have.
But no,
Bubba.
Yeah. I wanted to watch a hockey documentary. That's why I picked that Alexander Dag one. I just didn't have any interest in watching the Saving Sakic one yet.
My only deal with the Saving Sakic thing was we got a lot of stuff that wasn't about Sakic.
Right.
And I would have liked more of an in-depth point of view from Joe Sakic, and I think that is something which is ironic. What I think is bad about hockey is they do a bad way of trying to understand the player.
Yeah.
The league does that pretty well.
Your thoughts on that game last night, too, by the way.
I watched the first period, and that was it.
Oh, I tuned in halfway through the second, and I'm like, oh.
We watched the first period as a family, and then after that, a lot of people left. And then we went home, and I had no interest because I did not believe that they were going to come back.
They didn't. They almost did. But
I'm very aware of what happened. I just didn't put myself through it because I'm smart with my own team. I know what they're capable of, and I don't like it. And what they're capable of is crushing my goddamn dreams.
Yep.
So I decided to keep my sanity and I watched the Mighty Ducks instead.
The thing with last night's game is I noticed that they started their comeback way too late in the game. And yeah, they got that third goal, but
what they have shown is what I thought that they should have done at the beginning of free agency, at the trade deadline, is correct. They needed to address their defensive depth. They didn't.
yeah,
They needed to address their goaltending depth. They didn't. And then at the deadline, they needed to add scoring and defensive depth, and they did not. And that has been coming back to bite them in the ass. And one of the best things, and now I'm actually happy OMD came in. One of the things I heard was the comparison of Stuart Skinner and Mitch Marner, of both local town boys playing with their hometown teams, having good regular seasons, getting you to believe, and then only cracking under the pressure when it counts in the playoffs. And I'm like, you know what? That's pretty good.
Yeah, and Mitch Marner is guilty of that for sure.
Speaking of cracking under the pressure, Maxine is on the air right now.
So I take it Otis has a match coming up. I didn't quite hear what Chad Gable had said.
It's going to be against Sami Zayn.
Interesting. We got the guy who looks like a spitting image of Sergeant Slaughter sitting in the behind Michael Cole.
Yep.
He has a couple less chins, though.
Yeah.
Bubba, are you going to do the dance?
Bubba's looking really confused.
He's like, I don't watch the product, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, I have no clue what you're doing. What you're talking about?
The Tozawa dance.
I don't even know how to do that. Oh, I'll be right back.
Tell Jackie we said hi.
I don't think he's going to do it. Now I have to ask: did Kofi decide to like lose all definition in his chest? Just then it looks normal.
I'm because his
Good
chest
trick
doesn't look as
question.
caved in as it doesn't look as caved in as usual.
No, it doesn't. That might just be the lighting.
I think it could be the muscle mass because when he puts on the muscle, I think that restricts what his pec can grow towards.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of the cave in.
Bulkster coming in and saying, "Not after Gunther, it'll look like a dented aluminum can." It already pretty much does.
Maybe Gunther will cave in the other one, and then he looks normal again. Maybe that's why he lost the definition, so he doesn't get more. He doesn't go more caved. Him preparing is by losing muscle mass.
Oh, that's a nice little surprise.
Oh, this would be the perfect time for Chad Gable to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bubba, we see that. We're ahead of you. All right, I'm going to flat out say this. I think Kofi Kingston has gone from the Wish version to one of the Black Eyed Peas to the Wish version of Will Smith.
I knew you were gonna say Wish version of Will Smith because that's what I saw when he came out because he looks like the Wish version of Fresh Prince, the Fresh Prince version of Will Smith. But I totally see the Black Eyed Peas comparison as well. By the way, hearing Lillian announce just hit me in the nostalgia feels.
No,
And
we
she
don't want to
still
know
got
about
it.
your nostalgic feels. I don't think that's PG, bro.
But you want to know how his mustache feels, don't you, Perish?
No, I'll let that feeling just be yours.
I'm good. I haven't felt it. I'm not going to.
Well, you're the one who assumed that he knew.
There, you got one out.
Let it
You
go.
completely froze up
Let
there,
it go.
Right? Oh,
Oh, I started doing this.
Oh,
And then I said, there, you got one out of me, Parrish.
Yeah, but then you started doing this. There's three. You could be a really famous American hockey tournament. We could call you the Frozen Four.
but then
Hulkster, that segment really got you excited, huh?
Well, I mean, he did refer to Bubba earlier as Bubbalicious.
Well, I mean, I was going to go with this. He does try to be like the Hulkster, whose skin does look like rubber, so it makes sense. Let me tell you something, brother.
My skin is worn leather down here in this Florida sun.
If I want to give a segment about lotion use, go follow Bill Burr and check out his stand-up and his skit about lotion. You will learn not to be ashy. Slip and slide, Bubba. Hey, look, we're talking about his throat. Yeah.
Bulkster, if you want to slip inside Bubba, that's all you.
It'll be too sweet.
Oh, poor Bubba. You okay there, brother?
Just ignoring you clowns.
But Bulkster is the walking clown emoji.
Yeah.
He is.
He's the one who's saying all the stuff. We're just
relaying.
Yeah, we're just reading the comments.
I choose not to. I'm illiterate.
He's cooking the patty. We're just putting on the toppings. Did any of you guys happen to see R-Truth with A-Town Down Under at the live event on the weekend?
No.
So they have the video of Austin Theory doing his pose, and you know how it has the camera view of going to like the ring. Well, anyway, So he's doing his flex, and then all of a sudden you see Grayson Waller to the side, but then all of a sudden you see R-Truth just pop up behind him.
Oh, Jesus.
It was pretty funny.
Do we really need this segment, though, while Kofi's hanging around in the ring? I mean, couldn't we have waited till after the match for it?
We could have just done without it, period. That would have been nice.
I mean, I would have preferred it over Kofi's entrance to begin with.
True.
That too.
I'm with you. Like, we didn't need Kofi to actually have an entrance. Well, looks like the Avs are screwed. Valerie Nichushkin has been placed in stage 3 of the NHLPA player assistant program. Under the terms of the joint program, he will be suspended without pay for a minimum of 6 months and then will be eligible to apply for reinstatement.
For what?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're not going to really put out that detail.
I mean, and this goes back to last year's playoffs when he did the same thing.
Man, it's like Colorado does like the reverse Vegas. They put guys on ITIR during the play or healthy IR during the playoffs.
So there goes Colorado because he's their leading scorer for the playoffs.
I was going to say, yeah, but at least Colorado has won a cup from even if they do that.
You said doo-doo.
I did.
He said doo-doo.
Hey, best diarrhea.
No, diarrhea Dwayne will be back later. He's taking the break. See, I still make that fit for wrestling. But speaking of something that's not crap, Gunther is chopping Kofi Kingston.
I'm not there yet.
No, he's not. He's getting his ass.
This
kicked
match
right now.
isn't. This match hasn't even started yet because the fight started outside the ring.
Yep.
Yeah, we had no ding ding. Whoa.
Slip and slide.
Blech.
I heard reports that this match is actually going to garner some time. It could be multiple segments long.
Right on.
I'm all for that, to be honest with you.
I'm not. I want Kofi squashed like a bug so that the New Day can go back to whatever it is they do.
I'll say this. You know why I'm not a fan of the New Day? Because a real man knows that French toast are better than pancakes.
True
There's
that.
no such thing as good French toast.
You haven't had mine then.
I don't like French toast. It's disgusting.
You know what? Given the fact that you have that blanket behind you, I can understand that you're used to bad taste. So I'll let that one slide.
Yeah.
No, I've
And I got Bubba again. Bubba, you're a horrible Boy Scout because I don't think you're coming into the stream prepared, my friend.
Damn.
No, I've never liked French toast.
I don't think we can be friends anymore.
Why do you not like French toast either?
I was talking to him.
Yeah.
What?
You
You
can't be
didn't
friends with him
specify.
if he doesn't like French
You
toast.
you were looking at your toes when you said that.
You and I have never been friends, Perish, so I don't know why you thought that.
I know we're brothers.
I couldn't even say that with a straight face, dude. Like, that was funny.
So you're saying your face is never mind.
Shut up. Oh, God.
There's part of me that wonders, is that big prime bottle just empty? Because how awesome would it be if it was full?
Right?
Holy shit.
I'm
That's a lot of prime.
I would, yeah, that'd be delicious if it was full.
Yeah.
And just ice cold too.
Oh, bro. That would be epic.
I'll be the first one to say it. Prime is good, man. It's really good.
It
I
is.
don't mind it. Like,
It makes Gatorade look not good.
yeah.
That was
Gatorade gives me heartburn. Prime, I drank that one that they have, that red, white, and blue one. It's really good. Yeah, the ice pop one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. Don't get the strawberry watermelon. That tastes like butthole.
That's because you don't like strawberry, but I
hate strawberry.
I love the strawberry banana.
Do you know what butthole tastes like, Bubba?
He walked right into that one.
I was hoping you guys were going to be better.
I mean, there's a way out of that, Bubba. I'm just saying, there's a way out of that where I'd be like, okay, respect. But I mean, that's not where you went. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you here.
all good. I don't care. These guys can't ruin my day. I had a great day today. Spend some time with my new girlfriend. I'm fucking happy.
I was going to ask you, how was your first day at the shoot job?
It was just safety, like orientation kind of thing. That was it. And then I went and filled out my direct deposit forms and that kind of thing. And then went to my old job where the boss ignored me. He wouldn't even look at me.
Right.
Got my parts for my bike and went and delivered them. And might have another part-time job.
Ooh.
But 2 jobs over here.
Working as a part-time mechanic. Like just doing oil changes, that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Because my buddy's shop is getting swamped right now. So
he probably needs a few extra hands.
yeah, he needs some help. Yeah. And I don't mind because I grew up with this guy, right? Like we've been friends for fucking 32, 35 years. You know what I mean? Like it's been a hot minute.
This might be a bad question because I just don't follow what she does. Natalia's on Raw, right?
Yes. No.
Yes.
Thank
SmackDown,
God.
I believe.
Who did she lose to in the qualifier? No, it was Lyra, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
Okay.
on Raw last week.
Yeah, it's Raw. I'm like,
Okay.
what the hell? You're making me
Good.
second, dude.
Good. That means I won't get to see her on SmackDown when it comes to Edmonton. Yes. But you know who I will get to see?
Oh, I know. I'm waiting for you to say it.
Jay Cargill. Yeah, I'm not going to give it to you yet. Man, she looked really fucking good at a Backlash.
She did.
Yeah.
Then I'll also get to see Chelsea Green.
There it is.
Hey man, you made her. She is amazing.
I don't doubt that she's a great person. I don't.
Absolutely.
I mean, she has to be. Look who she's married to.
Yep.
He's a meathead.
He's actually quite hilarious.
He is
in
a
the dumbest
funny
way possible. I mean, just the crap that he pulled with the replica woman's title was funny.
Right?
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah.
The single
Yeah.
fact that he didn't even ask her to get him a replica, he just ordered one off the website anyway, and then didn't even tell her.
He's a good guy though. I wouldn't mind. He's one guy that I would love to meet.
He once followed me on X because he did this whole thing. It's like, if you buy my song, that Broski song, and put a photo up, I'll follow you. And then he realized a lot of people were scamming him. And I 100% did that because you just find the photo of somebody who like actually did it. And then you just show them, hey, look, I did it too. But yeah.
Oh, that looks like it hurts just a little bit. Oh, Kofi almost pulled that one out and then just ate a boot.
I will say WWE really likes that font they're using because that's like in everything now. That's on like all their titles.
Yeah. I'm really curious about their lighting scheme for the arena. Like they've got the bottom half of the arena all in darkness, but the top half is lit.
Right?
So the reason is that is it puts more emphasis on the ring.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's a final countdown.
So, Perish, I froze up and completely didn't hear what you said.
It's to emphasize the ring. Sorry, was that too fast?
I don't know. Yeah, fast for the frozen one over here.
The
No,
frozen one.
no, I got the answer I wanted.
Let it go. Let it go.
Jesus Christ.
Of Latter-day Saints.
Hey, Best, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Do you want to build a snowman? Come on, let's go outside. That's all I know because there's a parody one of something that's not appropriate that I think is way funnier.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, and we'll just leave it at that.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't want to kill the viewers. We do.
No.
Okay, Kofi, you're against Gunther. He can take it. Stiff him.
Oh, shit. How the hell?
Kofi Kingston reminds me of some that still have like pumped up like sneakers, like the ones you pump where they get like
dude,
the Reebok pumps.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
sure Nike came out with them first.
No, Reebok did.
Reebok.
But I'm pretty sure Nike had them though, didn't they?
They had a shitty rip-off one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? You put Michael Jordan on them, they'll sell way better.
Right? So I posed this question on the Raw Preview Review show. In the off chance that Kofi pulls off the upset, would you be opposed to Kofi versus Jey Uso and resurrecting that tag team rivalry in the Raw final for King of the Ring?
Yes.
I rather suck your dick.
Wow.
I don't want to see Kofi Kingston anywhere near the final.
Wow, that was...
And that means you don't give me Ilja versus Gunther?
Come on, I don't want Ilja versus Gunther this quickly.
Dude, at your age, you should always want the orgasm that quickly. Because you don't know if you're ever going to get it again.
That's why I have my bottle of little blue pills in the...
Oh, my God. Oh.
This is why we need Karl back, because we are not fit for this job.
The inmates are definitely running the asylum tonight, boys.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Well, if I'm missing the rest of the week, at least we're going.
That was literally my thought,
on a very
Bubba.
low note.
That was literally Bubba. That was literally my thought last night when Karl told us that he wasn't going to make tonight's show.
This is the Young Bucks running AEW tonight.
No, we're not that bad. That's horrible. This shit at least is funny. That's a hard no.
Do we know what the BYC actually stands for yet?
Beat your cheeks. Literally, he came out and said BYC stands for beat your cheeks. So, Bubba, we know you're.
Does anybody have a better answer to what BYC can mean?
Nope.
That's an answer direct from Kofi.
Yeah, I'm just saying Kofi's opinion doesn't matter because it was stupid.
Yep.
It's a dumb idea. Yes, it is.
But yet they let him put it all over his trunks and knee pads. So,
which also, if you want to beat your cheeks, why are you going to put that on anywhere other than your buttocks?
Yep. Gunther almost got counted out. Damn it.
I'm not even going to make that joke, but in the private chat, I will.
Oh, you.
Oh, geez. You would think that the whole beat your cheeks thing would be something that CWE wrestler Josh Cheeks would have come up with. Oh, geez. All right.
Oh, we got the walls of fucking Jericho going on here. Yeah, Kofi tapped.
Yep.
What a bitch.
Yeah.
Did I say that out loud?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure did. Sure did.
Damn it. That filter's broke again.
Was it ever fixed?
Yeah, I was gonna say duct tape doesn't fix everything, bro.
Well, it's not what my girlfriend said today.
So I hate to break it to you. She lied.
Oh, no, she didn't. Crown looks stupid.
So does the guy in between Michael Cole and Pat McAfee.
That guy just giving the just stare into the camera.
The stone guy staring into the camera and the guy giving the finger guns beside him.
The guy between them looked like even if you enlarged Waldo, he'd still be confused. So
Wow. That was a good one. I like that one. That guy still can't find him. Where the fuck is he? And he's like this big on the page.
He's the only one on the page.
Yeah.
yeah, there's no mates. It's just him on a white page, and he's like, huh. Nope.
I'm gonna teach your bird a new fucking whistle.
This is the quietest he's been all day, by the way.
Holy fuck, if that's quiet. Isn't this the girl that just got called up from NXT?
Sure is.
It sure is.
Okay. Just punch her in the mouth. Although she probably wouldn't know the difference. She's blonde, so.
Well, just wait.
Yeah, just wait, Bubba.
Watch your screen.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, that was awesome. Just straight up.
The best part is like you're the equivalent amount of time behind that when you said that it happened for us.
Yeah,
So-
it happened.
Did it really?
It was
literally
perfect.
happened right as you said it, man.
It's like punch her in the mouth, and then you look over, pop, and then it's like
straight arm. Oh, that was great. I'm glad I could make that segment interesting for you guys.
well, I think her punching Liv in the mouth made it interesting, but you made it funny.
Okay, well, whatever.
You were the entertaining aspect.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much. Come on, man. That was Full House 101 right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
That was Michelle Tanner. All the way.
100%. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is how deep my references go.
That's epic.
Yeah.
I have to rewatch that show. It's on Netflix, so I'll be good.
You know what their phone number is? I can say it with my eyes closed. 555-2424. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so like Notice in like every TV show, all the numbers are 555.
There's actually a legit reason for that too. Actually,
Yeah, I know, because they're not real numbers.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, if you put like 3 random numbers, like say fucking 253 or something like that, and then you put that number, that could actually be someone's real phone number.
Yeah, but back in the 90s, you didn't have to put the area code.
True.
Like, get your head out of your ass. Oh, you
Like,
didn't live through what?
What?
This is the one time where OMD is smoking a vape and he looks like the same one.
Right? He's just over there.
The one time he's just like minding his own business, being totally unaware of what's going on. It's like, yep, he's the smart one in that one scenario.
There is a first time for everything.
Yep, even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah.
Giggity, giggity.
Unless it's digital. Because it ain't on. It's broke.
Right.
Hey, Jordan Stahl, can you, or is that Jordan or is that the other one? Yeah, Jordan Stahl, can you like not be productive? I need you guys to lose. Or I need the guys that I have in my fantasy pool to get the points. I win $30 if the Rangers win the series.
Right.
But then I have like Caravine and Nekis, Slavin in my pool.
Well, Kuznetsov just scored, and it's now 2-1.
You little turd burglars.
Turd burglars? I haven't heard that in forever.
Yeah. That is different.
Turd burglar.
Kuznetsov. Why the hell did Washington just give him up for nothing?
Because they didn't think they were going to make the playoffs, and then they snuck in and got swept.
Why is there like that is the worst looking Hulk Hogan, even if it's supposed to be an action figure?
I think that was like the Japanese Hulk Hogan or something like that. Or the look he had when he wrestled in Japan.
It still looks stupid.
Yes,
It does. Honestly, I think that's my one gripe with the 2K24 is the action figure wrestlers look pretty fucking dumb.
The Cody one's okay because it has the torn pack.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of packs that aren't normal, Kofi Kingston is back on the screen.
Uh-oh. Dude, either have a beard or shave that crap. God. I got sideburns and a handlebar mustache with this faded Hulk Hogan look.
Yeah, but if your wife looked like his, you do whatever you want to.
Yeah.
There's a level of confidence that a lot of people just don't have.
Yep.
All right. Bronson Reed versus Tozawa.
Because this isn't going to be a squash match.
I'm gonna give
Literally.
I'm gonna give it 3.5 minutes.
Not even, dude. He's going to boot him in the head and pin him. That's going to be the end of the match.
I think we're gonna get a couple moves, and then all of a sudden he makes like one miss splash. Tozawa gets a couple things in, then gets caught, and then it's over.
No. Not even.
That's exactly how they do it. Bronzer Reed, unfortunately, doesn't squash people completely.
No,
he always gives somebody a little bit.
Well, you're in for a surprise, my friend.
The last time he fought Tozawa powerbombed him off the top rope.
Yeah.
Yes, but now Tozawa has everything. And, like, he is so mentally screwed because of Gable.
Yep.
It does make sense for him to get squashed. I'm not gonna lie, because then like Gable gets like more mad. Oh look, I missed splash. Get some stuff in.
Now, what if Tozawa wins this because Sammy shows up?
He won't.
No, Sammy's not showing up for this one. Sammy's getting ready for Otis tonight.
Yeah, but you could have Sammy show up, and that would still build some heat to Otis and Sammy.
Which I'll bet you that match is next.
How does Tozawa have more definition on his chest than Kofi Kingston? Gable said no showboating, and the showboating cost him.
And there it is.
But I did pretty much call how that match went.
Shut up.
From the opening spot of all things.
Right. Ended about 3.5 minutes.
I don't even know if it was 3.5. I actually think it was kind of closer to 2 and a bit. But now, if you were to make a trade between the brands, what would that trade look like?
Like people going from one brand to the other. That's what it'd look like.
Doesn't have to be good.
D over there just goes, fuck, Bubba.
Who's in the background? There's somebody in the background.
Security guard.
No.
I see somebody sitting.
Yeah, but to the left of that.
Yeah, there was somebody standing back there by the yellow box thing.
Yeah, and then I saw them walk off somewhere afterwards.
Well, there's a couple people standing there.
Yeah. You got to look at this stuff, man. Everything matters now.
You don't matter.
It doesn't matter if I matter.
I don't know. There's a redhead and a blonde back there. And that poor girl in blue looks so uptight that the camera's right there.
Okay, yeah.
Holy.
And like she looks like she doesn't know it. She's like, what should I be doing just sitting here, you know?
My first recommendation would be quit looking like you're trying to take a shit.
Maybe she does though. There are times when you do that job, like so when I did like the shows with PPW and it's at the NMAX Center, it's where their WHL team plays.
Right.
They have those security people there, and I always made sure like I talk and try to make sure like they have more of an interesting day. Like, plus I like doing dumb things in the backstage. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun to be like a complete kid and like a child and do just stupid things. And then all of a sudden, like when your match comes in, they're just like, how the hell did he just turn a switch like that?
Yep.
And it's pretty fun. By the way, nowadays I don't really turn the switch. I still act pretty freaking stupid and silly.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I now have
normal.
I now have like the Kevin Owens live event. That's like what I am now.
Nice.
He's just fun. But yeah, no, like there are times with that job, you can just tell it's freaking boring. And it's just like, yeah, okay. I might be getting paid well. But like at the same time, like I'd rather be home doing this or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
So at the very least, I try to like make their day, or at least make it so it's worthwhile. But yeah,
Well, that's hard
That's not-
given that it's you, Perish.
dude, you have not seen me backstage.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I'm a bundle of joy.
But I got to tell you, working security at a wrestling event versus working security on a film are two different things. It's more boring doing security on a film than it is for a wrestling event.
Yeah, because all you're doing is like twiddling your thumbs backstage on a film if you're not like involved in something.
Yeah.
It gets so slow moving and you're just waiting and waiting and waiting till something actually happens.
It's literally a lot of hurry up and wait.
They might like read 4 things of actually doing stuff on TV.
Yeah.
I've done like a commercial when I was a kid, and that's only because my uncle was dating someone who happened to be on like a channel, like or whatever. And they're doing, and we were there just on a family vacation down in Ottawa, and they're like, "Well, we need a kid to be on here," and then like my uncle's girlfriend's like just asked me, and I'm like, "Okay." So they did one of those like little like between shows interview, like make sure you check this out, but also here's a little like 6-minute clip of what we're capable of doing thing.
Right.
So it's weird.
I think the least bored I've ever actually been on a film set was for The Masked Saint, because like the days they had me on was the days that they were shooting the wrestling scene. So like it was like I got 12 hours of wrestling matches to watch. And in between takes, Roddy Piper and RJ City would come out and entertain the crowd.
That is such a weird combo.
It is, but it was fucking funny.
Well, yeah, because they're like the complete opposites.
Yeah.
The RJ City like hey EW thing with Mariah May, that was funny.
Yeah.
That was really funny. And then the one with Kyle O'Reilly was pretty good too, because Kyle O'Reilly just went like full like into it too.
Yeah.
See, you're wrong. Oh no, wait. That's such a good goal. But then so did Martinook. He still plays in the league?
Yep.
Oh, well, at least Mecca's got an assist. Come on, Rangers. Act like you actually know that you're up 3-1. Plus, I have Shesterkin, so like getting the wins count. Hey, Adam Pierce, for a guy who's a Packers fan, why are you wearing Chicago Bears colors?
I kind of forgot that New Catch Republic is now on Raw.
So JD and Finn, Creeds, New Catch Republic, and I missed the fourth team in a number one contenders 4-way.
It was JD McDonough. It was Finn Balor versus the Creeds versus New Day or New Catch Republic versus the Authors of Pain.
Oh, okay.
I could get behind that match.
Yes.
I love how he just tries. Pat McAfee just tries to take Michael Cole out of character.
I think he broke him there, though.
Michael Cole will he'll bend, but he won't break.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's trying. I love the fact that he's trying.
I like that we're getting.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I like that we're getting these little video packages promoting the wrestlers we're gonna see like in the second round of the tournament here. It kind of gives us like a little bit of a backstory as to why they're fighting each other, and I really like that.
Yeah, I was gonna go once again on this because you can say it in different years and different times, but how many of these women just 2 years ago were just coming on our screens in NXT?
Right?
Pretty much all of them.
And now they're getting opportunities on the main roster. So all I have to say is, Oilers, learn how to develop like WWE, please. Please. I'm begging of you.
I've got this down as my match of the night, and it's a shame that one of these two women has to lose.
I know it's not, because I'm a huge fan of Lyra and I want her to win. So
I've got Lyra winning, but I mean, and I'm not a Zoey Stark fan, but she needs that push now and that momentum.
She does, but I also want to see Zoey and Shayna win the tag team titles.
Yeah.
Like I it's one of those where I kind of wanted to see that, and I don't know, like
I know it was Bulkster earlier that said he wanted Zoey versus Shayna.
No, it wasn't. It was me and Bubba.
Was it? Oh, you guys want Zoey and Shayna in the finals, and then Bianca and Jade, and I even don't want Bianca and Jade in the finals on SmackDown.
No.
As much as I do want Bianca and Jade, I'm with you, OMD. I don't want it in the tournament. I want it like maybe like down the road at like Survivor Series or something.
Yeah.
I just like Zoey Stark better as a heel. Like I really do. She has those tendencies, and I think she just is more comfortable there. And I think honestly, she's not a very intriguing entity of like a character. Right. And because of that, like you give her the freedom to be kind of an asshole. Like she thrives.
Like, see, I wouldn't mind her in that. I wouldn't mind her in that sort of anti-hero type role, like the Steve Austin, the Punk.
That's a pretty big comparison for Zoey to Austin, though.
It is.
Yes, but Chris, you forgot one thing. We're on a podcast and we're marks, so we do this, all right?
Yeah. I kind of agree with you, Perish. I want to see Zoey and Shayna win the tag belts, and I want to see them just dominate the fuck out of everyone, you know?
And here's the little side story that you can add to them. They both now can lose on their own. They do something on their own, and they're not as strong as they think they are, but together, okay, you get the win against KC Squared, or you get a win over Damage Control, something like that, the Kabuki Warriors, and you're right back in. And it just shows that they're stronger together than they are away. So, it gives them a reason to why they need to be a tag team.
Mm-hmm.
Because now, Raw's women's division, because we can say before the draft, it was not deep.
No.
But it is now.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
You can work with the tag teams and the title picture and even have secondary feuds. And I think that was a very big deal going into that draft. And I think they accomplished that very well. So I'm actually looking forward to, that. I don't think Zoey Stark really needs to win here, because if she is to lose, she can get mad. She can get pissed off. She can get a little bit jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Her temper can come out. And then, that mean streak that Shayna Bazsler always has too, it works well with each other. They complement one another. And then now all of a sudden you have another team there. And now you can even do a fatal four-way for the women's tag title #1 contendership on Raw with KC Squared, Shayna and Zoey. You can even put in Damage Control. And then if you really wanted to, I think, isn't Tegan Nox on Raw?
She's injured, though, is she not?
No, but
when she did the SmackDown round 1 of Queen of the Ring.
Okay, so they did break up
right.
her and Natalia. Okay,
Yeah.
But then we've seen the alliance that is between Becky and Lyra. There you go. But at the same time, now we're talking about, or at least I'm talking about, how many different options you have. 6 months ago, we didn't have these options on Raw for the women.
No, we didn't. But what I'm liking right now, too, with these tournaments going on, is the different stories that you can spin off of coming out of these tournaments. There's a lot that you can make out of this, and I'm really liking that.
And here's the thing. Somebody beat, Io beat Shayna.
Right.
Shayna doesn't have to be happy that she lost. She can then cost Io a chance. Right?
Right.
Just like Zoey, if she was to lose against Lyra, she could, cost Lyra the match. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things where now all of a sudden you're creating those internal storylines that help make your weekly shows better. Because it's the main ones that you want on your PLEs, but it's those mid-card ones or those smaller ones that you're slowly building that you want to help build your weekly shows.
Yeah, we could start seeing those feuds that don't necessarily need to end at a PLE. You could end on an episode of Raw,
Mm-hmm. Because again, when you need a rating boost and you have, say, Braun Breaker going up against Ilja Dragunov, boom, there you go. And yeah, how many people are thinking, hey, yeah, we can get that match again on Raw?
I've already been thinking about that since the draft, so.
Okay, I'll give you another one then. we could get like Sami Zayn versus Ilja Dragunov. We can get Chad Gable versus Ilja Dragunov. Now we can get Ilja Dragunov versus JD McDonough, and we know from an in-ring status that's going to be phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Hell, we can get Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker. Multi-generational workers.
There's just so many dream matches coming out of this draft and out of these tournaments that we're getting, or that we could get, that we know WWE is not going to rush into, unlike Tony Khan.
All right, Lyra, I'm behind you, but those strikes are fucking awful. The drop kick was really good though.
That was a good drop kick.
That was smooth. Yeah, guys, just wait up for that. Oh, I have not seen that move done in a while.
Mm-hmm.
OMD,
Yes.
you might have called it. This match has already been really, really good.
Yeah, this is actually a really, really good matchup. This has actually been a pretty decent episode of Raw so far. We're just over halfway through the show, and there's more to come.
Oh. What I love about Lyra is how polished she already is from an in-ring matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she doesn't falter her words in a promo.
Yeah, the way she moves around the ring, she's smooth as silk, man, when she moves around like that.
The movements matter, and that's what makes a good worker.
Yep.
You always hear trainers say, make sure you're doing it for a reason. Don't do something for the sake of doing something. Make sure that it's for a reason. And that is what I think Lyra does very well.
Yeah. I'm with you, OMD. That might have been my match of the night.
Yeah. Hell, I'll even go one step further. I kind of want to see this as a feud.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing these two fight again.
Yeah.
If they give us that match and then they amplify it, all right, I'm sold.
But I'm looking forward to Lyra's next match because that's going to be a
Lyra
fucking
and
killer match.
Io. Lyra and Io for the Raw side for the Queen of the Ring.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be that was an impressive match, OMD.
I think people are going to be very, very impressed with Lyra and Valkyria.
Yes, if they didn't know her from NXT, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the story that they're telling with Lyra, with her advancing in the tournament as well. Because she's kind of coming in as this underdog that nobody really knows like what she can do, you know?
She gives me mini Beth Phoenix vibes.
I can sort of see that.
Also, I kind of like the people in the like back to the behind Michael Cole, but to his left, like our right, it just says "Eat the man." And if you read the shirts,
Yeet the man yeet. If you read it properly, there's two of them on either side.
Well, now apparently Jey Uso is the yeeter of worlds, and the Fireflies are now his.
Well, there you go.
just as long as he wishes everyone to marry Yeet Miss every December. You know what? I think we're gonna get challenged with the match of the night with Ilya and Jey Uso.
Good old Sami Zayn. I mean, commercial break.
Right?
Fuck. Jesus.
I'm gonna give a prediction for next year's draft for NXT call-ups on the women's side.
Okay.
I think Sol Ruka could be that person.
Yeah. I see Sol potentially getting the call up after SummerSlam.
I still think she needs work.
Yeah,
But
I wouldn't be too opposed to that because I do like what they're doing with her right now down in over in NXT.
Yep.
I hope she's the one that defeats Roxanne Perez for that women's title.
Yeah, I mean, if she does, that would be, I would say, SummerSlam weekend, and then Roxanne comes up, and they'll put Roxanne on SmackDown. I could also see Trick Williams coming up after SummerSlam.
Yeah, I don't know. It all, to me, this all depends on if NXT decides to do more shows outside of their venue. And if that's the case, They need those people.
Yeah.
I think this is a time where you got to really be conscious of what you do with Trick Williams, because I do think there is a potential he could sit on the main roster. He needs to be done in the proper way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he is the same as a Braun Breaker or Carmelo Hayes, where they have the adaptability to do something different if it comes out. You put Trick Williams in a match with Gunther, in a match with Drew McIntyre, in a match with Randy Orton, you're going to be forced to see a different Trick Williams.
Yeah.
And does Trick Williams still thrive in that situation?
Right.
Is it wrong in my head that when you mention those wrestlers, in my head I'm like, okay, Randy wins, Drew wins, Gunther wins.
I think Gunther wins. It all depends on how and what story that you have behind
I think Randy is going to be more adept to putting Trick over.
So same with Drew, because again, like with Drew, you have other things that could cost Drew the win.
Or do you see the reunion of Trick Mello Gang when Trick gets the call up?
I think that's why Mello got the call up, so that you can distance Mello and Trick.
Yeah, I think you have to do that.
Yeah.
You need that distance between them, because you don't want them to just be
each other's sidekick.
Well, just dependent on each other. And I think that's something where they're going to be forced with that with the Street Profits. If they haven't felt that way yet, they're going to be soon, because at some point Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins are going to Uso you up and showcase that they need individual attention as well as tag team attention. Just because they're a great tag team, they're also good as individuals. And let's face it, nobody enters this business to just be a tag team champion.
Right.
Especially WWE. So there's going to come that time with the Street Profits, and I think they're very close. And then with Trick Mello, I think that's something that you have to do. And then if you were to make something where they do come back together, the fans nowadays will react, but you have to do it in a way where it matters.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, and it actually elevates both guys.
Similar to why DIY got back together.
I'm going to go you one step further. Why Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn got back together.
Yeah.
But we can say to this day, they are not even close to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in the sense of where they are, how they're reviewed individually, and all that jazz. Because Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, yes, they were friends, but we remember Kevin Owens' first night on the job beat CJ Parker. Sami Zayn beat Neville for the title. Kevin Owens turned on Sami Zayn.
Yep.
Which, by the way, that was my first NXT pay-per-view.
A heel Otis reminds me too much of a good father.
In that it just didn't work for you?
In the sense of like, he's a very good mid-card talent, that isn't. I'm not gonna lie. I never saw Godfather as world champion. I don't see Otis as world champion. I see them mid-card title at best on their own. But when they're a heel, it's almost too forced. And it doesn't organically work.
Yeah,
they're just better off being who they are instead of who they're trying to be.
Like when they initially tried to turn Otis heel by teaming him with Chad Gable.
I also don't like Otis being used in this position.
Me neither. But at the same time, I do get the story that they are trying to tell here.
Yeah.
And when I mentioned the trades earlier, I honestly could see. Okay. I could see the Chad Gable versus the Academy be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then once that finishes off, I would think about trading Kevin Owens for Chad Gable.
Okay.
For what reason, though, Perish? Like,
So
where do you
Chad-
see, like, what would you do with Chad over on SmackDown, and what would you do with KO on Raw?
First off, I want Chad Gable versus Cody Rhodes for that title. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So there you go. I've already sold you on that. But also when you look at other matchups on SmackDown, what I ultimately look at, I look at Chad Gable going in that direction that he's doing right now, but on his own accord. He's not given this excess of the Alpha Academy, and it also separates the Alpha Academy because if he's on Raw with them, why not just have him there? It's the easy way to go, right? We're talking about the distance with Trick Mello. I think Chad Gable has outgrown this Academy thing.
Mm-hmm.
You need a closure on it. And I think now it's his time to elevate into something else.
Right. Okay.
What is Chad Gable? He's not Shorty G. So like, what does he do? And as a good heel, who doesn't want to see him say against Randy Orton, against Cody Rhodes, just against different people? It's fresh looks and it's fresh feuds. So yeah, like I don't know. Like to me, I think we've heard the rumors with him maybe doing something with the Creed brothers.
Yep.
Creed brothers going over to the heel side, but they're just going to feud over against Alpha Academy, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But who's Alpha Academy's top guy to go with Chad Gable? Because right now, all we would have is Akira Tozawa and Otis going up against the Creed brothers. Who's that guy to go up against Chad Gable?
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah. I mean, I guess you could move Otis into that position as well, but you still need somebody to offset the Creed brothers.
It's one of those things where it's too much of a okay, what do we do? And I think the simpler thing is to just make a trade. You can bring KO over, do so much on Raw. He's now with Sammy. He's now with Finn. Also, he's with his best friends. We know his best friends in the company are Sami Zayn and Finn Balor.
Yep.
So when it's contract time, which is coming up within a year or so, he's happy. He resigns. Boom. I don't think there's an issue there. I think it'll happen anyway. But there you go. He's happy. He's content. He's doing what he loves with the people he loves, and he's around people he loves.
And you can still give him those high caliber main event matches.
Mm-hmm. Because one match I want to see KO. I want to see KO versus Drew McIntyre. Or the one thing you can just do is move Chad Gable over to SmackDown and bring in Jimmy Uso.
You could reignite Jimmy and Jay.
You can, but you can do it without having to make them a tag team.
No, I mean reignite that feud or continue that feud, because I still feel that after WrestleMania that feud's not done.
You know what I'm thinking? You reignite Jimmy and Jay, and then when he comes back, you bring Roman Reigns over. You can have Bloodline Raw and Bloodline SmackDown, and there's your setup to Bloodline versus Bloodline at War Games.
That would just go back to the discussion you and I had on your show on Saturday.
Yep. And apparently Zilla Fatu has stated that for him it's WWE or nothing if he's signed.
So not only just a rumor, but a source came out today that it is firmly expected that within the next few weeks to month, expect him to sign with WWE.
Okay.
That is the most unlikely face-to-face I expected. Also, Braun Strowman just answered my question of who's the guy that can go up against Gable.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about Strowman. And same source that I said expect Kofi and Gunther to get some time, which they did. Also said expect Dakota Kai versus Becky Lynch to get time as well.
I think I know who that source might have been.
It was
when Beth said that Becky Lynch was expected in action, I was like, do they just throw Dakota Kai in there as cannon fodder? So I'm hoping that this match gets time.
Well, when you think about it, who is Dakota Kai aligned with?
Yep.
And who is she facing?
And who did Becky? And who did Becky have trouble against last week?
Yep.
I'm going to say this, and I think it makes a lot of sense. What if Liv Morgan joins Damage Control?
I can see it.
It'd be a good fit for her.
And I'll go you one further. Damage Control versus Becky, Lyra, and I'm also counting Damage Control with Liv versus a returning Rhea and one other person in the women's version of War Games.
I'm going to suggest that returning person, although her return is supposedly imminent, would be 5 Feet of Fury.
I would need a reason to why she's included in that match before I say yes. I don't hate it, but I need a reason to why she's in that match.
I go with just her history, her championship pedigree. She's been around the block with Becky. She's been around the block with all of them, so she can come back now and align with them, kick ass. Or it's Charlotte, and I really don't want it to be Charlotte.
Is Charlotte on SmackDown still, or was she drafted?
No, she's on SmackDown still.
No on Charlotte.
I'm just asking, like, did she actually get drafted? Because I don't remember.
No, she didn't. She's on SmackDown because Andrade's there.
Her name wasn't selected at all. But would it be reason enough that because Becky and, let's say, Lyra are outnumbered, could it be reason enough to see Alexa come back and help them out in that situation for you, Perish?
I need the why. I really need the why. Like, I'm not hating on it because I would love it.
Because of her history, her past with Becky.
I just need more. Like, I need a really strong why.
I look at the history, the past, the mutual respect sort of thing, and then she's going to come back. But you know, we've gone to war with each other. Let's go to war together.
The topic is war games, and you need more than just that, in my opinion, for that match. I need more of a heated hatred, or I need more of an actual individual emotional tie-in.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, actually. Because in thinking about last year's, I needed the why for Randy Orton.
Well, let's look at...
I thought Cody Rhodes did a good job of explaining, to be quite honest.
Mm-hmm.
If Alexa Bliss comes back and goes solo and doesn't join this new Wyatt faction, and she's targeted, let's say Becky comes in, helps her out, then she's just going to return the favor.
But I also don't think Alexa Bliss comes back for a November show. Like, I guess, like, to your point, if she's imminent to come back, we're going May to November. You can create the why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently that was as of today. She released a statement, like, Bess filled me in on more of it. Somebody asked her when she's coming back, and she posted, "Just you wait," with the black heart.
Yeah.
Holy, I'm taking off, guys. I've been up since 4:00 this morning. I can't do it.
All right, brother.
Yeah. Have a good night, brother.
All right. Take care. We'll talk soon.
Talk to you tomorrow, dude. I want to get her exact quote now, because I know I said just you wait, but
Was it a tweet?
yeah. Oh, it actually was just you wait. I thought I was misquoting for a minute there.
No, there is. Yeah, we said a broken clock is right twice. OMG, you are correct again.
Wait, what was I correct about now?
What you said, like the tweet was just you wait. That's exactly what you said.
Yeah.
This Bess went and looked, and that's what the
Yeah,
actual
because
quote was.
Yeah, because like again, I thought I misquoted her for a second and just was paraphrasing what she had said.
I'm just giving you your flowers of being correct, OMD.
I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, the Dallas Colorado game is on now. I guess the other game ended.
Yeah, it was a 4-1 final.
Okay.
Nekus got an empty net goal because he heard me when I said I need I need points on my pool. So he's like, "I got you, bro," and I appreciate it. And OMD is gone.
I don't know what the fuck happened there.
Did you accidentally remove yourself? Because I looked away for a second.
I must have. I think I hit the space bar.
Oh, let's just confuse people more and put people do that.
So far, the reports I read are going to be correct that Jay and Gunther are going to be headlining the show tonight.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah.
I mean that's a match with not only two of the most.
Or sorry, Jay and Ilja. I said Jay and Gunther.
Yeah, but I mean, you can only assume that's going to be the night, like as much as. Although Dakota and Becky are putting on a good match right now.
Good. And then we've still got a fatal 4-way #1 contender tag title.
That's tonight?
Yeah.
That's tonight.
Oh.
Dude, we still got an hour, just under an hour.
Yep.
I was literally putting that in my head for next week.
Well, you shouldn't, because Adam Pearce said tonight.
Did he say it is official?
No, he did not. He just said that is for tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think he only does it is official when it's
when
right there.
When it's something that he has to announce on Twitter.
I have a feeling that this match is not going to get another commercial break.
No, I get a feeling we're getting close to the finish now.
I mean, it is heating up. They are going. The next levels has been hit.
Mm-hmm.
Man, your bird is really loud.
I know he's been overactive all day today.
Have you let him out for his daytime flight around the apartment?
Well, no, because if I did, my cats would try to eat him.
Well, just put your cats in a cage when you let them out.
It's like, yeah.
Just seemed logical to me.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I use logic at work, and then they're just like, this is brand new information.
Come on, Dakota.
You think Dakota Kai is going to beat the Women's World Champion.
No, I know she's not, but I can still cheer for her, damn it.
Okay, so I get it.
And yes, I have a crush on Dakota. I will
The
admit it.
Irish there is to the Bruins, and then Dakota's your Leafs. I get it. I get it now. I get it.
Yeah.
No, it's because when I was 3 years old and I lived in Australia and I toured New Zealand, Dakota Kai is my little Kiwi.
She's also part Samoan.
She is.
Yeah, she is.
I said she is. I agree.
Ooh, a non-finish. But she still lost the match.
I saw this coming, by the way.
She lost the
By
match.
the way, I gotta
based
say,
off of Derek.
what do we got coming out? Oh,
Lyra. Like, you know it's Lyra.
well, all I saw was flashing lights. I couldn't tell. But I couldn't help but notice throughout this match, but Becky is wearing her outfit that she made as a tribute to Scott Hall.
Yep.
I love it. No interaction, no physical interaction between Lyra and Io before their Raw finals for the Queen of the Ring. I love it.
Right?
Ooh, but live. Here's a question. Does Liv screw Lyra out of the Queen of the Ring?
What does Liv's role in damage control become if she were to join? Does she take the leadership position, or does Dakota keep?
If she becomes champion, yes.
I like that. I really do. Jackie Redmond's been all over this show tonight, by the way.
Yeah, she gets around.
I mean, tell that to all the athletes in the NHL and the MLB too.
I don't think I have to.
No, you don't.
The funny thing is if Ilja and Gunther do have a match in the finals for Raw's King of the Ring, it's their rubber match where they're 1-1.
It would also be, if I'm not mistaken, it would also be their first match where a title wasn't on the line.
Correct. The UK title was on the first, and the NXT title was on the second, I believe.
And there we got the tease with Gunther standing over Dragunov.
I also love there's the simplicity of Gunther, where he's not about all the things that everybody wants a pro wrestler about. And that's why he's wearing like a black shirt. Just a plain black shirt.
Yeah.
If JD had shoulders, if only he had shoulders,
Then that vest might look decent on him.
I'm just gonna say then he wouldn't look small. Because he looks small.
Yeah.
His head also wouldn't look as big if he had shoulders. Say that.
Literally, just as you said that, I'm like, I now see where the Funko Pop joke comes from.
Because it really isn't as like it doesn't look as big compared to other people when you just focus on the head.
Yeah.
But it's if he had a frame, like he is a great shape. I am not disputing that.
Yeah.
But he has a very little frame on his shoulder, even though he has more muscles on his shoulders than I do. I will admit that. But look at everybody else. They have a frame. Jacksonville. Oh, God. I hope to God Jay throws shade on SmackDown in Jacksonville.
I hope so, too.
I hope she becomes Shade Cargill. That's right. Let's get that going. Also, I'm going to give you a match right now that nobody has even thought of that we could see on Raw that I would like to see once. Chad Gable versus Sheamus.
Yep.
OMD's face. What the hell was that, man?
I started to yawn halfway through.
It looked like you were about to sneeze and then you yawned, and then it was like a cross between the two.
But yeah, I mean, we've seen Sheamus and Chad Gable before, but that wasn't under the Hunter regime. So that I definitely want to see that.
Yeah,
you know?
we
right?
saw Shorty G and Sheamus.
Exactly.
Like that doesn't count.
And by the way, I completely forgot that he went by the moniker of Shorty G. It was just something I totally wanted to repress in my brain about Chad Gable.
Shorty G, Shorty G, Shorty G, Shorty G, Shorty G.
When he tried to dress like a rapper.
Yeah.
He just needed Jesse back with him then. So
Oh, Slam Master J. That was Slam Master J was what you got if you tried to have Zack Ryder and John Cena have a baby together.
You got to bring the basics of thugonomics back out. You got to bring one of Bobby Lashley's sisters out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay. Listen.
By the way, I love how every YouTube video that I've seen ever since Max Caster put that out, I love how every YouTube video is now reporting on that, you know. Every YouTube wrestling's video I've watched reported on that.
Well, why not? How many people forgot that fact?
But some of them actually even dug even further and mentioned Anthony Bowen's time in WWE as well.
Well, I mean, how many people worked as an extra in WWE that like went on to do other things?
Yeah,
like MJF was an extra in NXT and got pushed by Samoa Joe, and they brought that into their storyline because they're not creative enough to think outside the box and better.
Well, no, Anthony Bowen's actually had a match in NXT.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude, how many people wrestled in like Velocity or Sunday Night Heat or Jack or whatever?
Let's not forget James Storm had a match in NXT.
James Storm was temporarily signed by NXT.
Yeah. Anthony Bowens was only hired to do a job to AOP.
Yeah. Ooh.
I mean, for Christ's sakes, the Young Bucks once worked in WWE as jobbers.
As they should. As they should.
They also worked in TNA.
Yeah.
Where they got their asses kicked by the Motor City Machine Guns and then the Hardleys.
What were they? Generation Me, I think it was?
Yep.
Yeah.
They were Max and Jeremy Buck.
Yeah. And then now, who's probably going to sign with AEW? The Motor City Machine Guns. Man, I'm surprised Bubba Duke doesn't love the Creed brothers, because is there another tag team that just screams Dukes of Hazzard more than the Creed brothers?
So who do you guys think takes this match, though? Because I'm seeing a lot of top-notch tag teams in this match. I can't really figure out who I want.
If you want them to matter, AOP. Who I want, New Cash Republic. But yeah, I think Karrion Kross, they need it more than anyone. Although I would not hate if JD and Finn win.
See, I would rather JD and Finn win. I think Finn needed the win more last week in the King of the Ring tournament than Jay did. But I also want to see the Judgment Day become that new quote-unquote bloodline with all the gold. And when Dom returns from injury, he goes after the Intercontinental belt. I would not be opposed to AOP winning either.
Why I just agreed to that, but it is.
You know what team? Well, they're not a team anymore, but what team I think Bubba really would have liked was I think he would have liked Brooks Jensen and Josh Briggs, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I like that team.
I do too, actually.
Yep.
I honestly don't understand why they split them up.
It made absolutely no sense to me why they did that, to be honest with you.
I think they wanted to push the guys individually, which I get.
But you can still do that and have them as a tag team.
Yeah.
No,
but
see, that's the thing. I think that era thought is just, it doesn't work. Because it's the same thing of like just being half-assed with something.
Right.
If you're gonna do something, do it full tilt, because when at least you do it and then there's an opportunity for them to get back together, then people care that much more.
And Briggs really hasn't, or sorry, not Briggs. Jensen really hasn't done anything of note and has really struggled.
Yeah.
Briggs is phenomenal.
I mean, to be fair, they haven't done anything with Jensen yet.
No.
Well, it's good to see that Jensen's going the way his dad did. So,
Yeah.
That was an interesting replay to go to commercial.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I do see what you mean by making us care for the AOP, just having them come in and just kick the shit out of everybody.
Yep.
And is there really somebody better at taking high spots better than JD McDonough?
No.
Like, nobody's going to say this, so I'll just be that guy. I'll be on that train of saying how good he is in ring and just continuously promote his in-ring thing. I know the both of you rectify it as well, and we'll say the same thing.
Yeah.
But we all know that throughout all the podcasts is out there, all the streams out there, nobody ever talks about JD McDonough other than his head. But
Right?
Yeah.
the guy is damn good in the ring.
I'd
And
like to see them get him back to where he was in NXT, doing the whole "if I can pick you apart by this pressure point,"
the Irish
and almost using the kinesiology.
And he actually
Yeah.
did that when he was drafted to Raw, because I remember the match with Dolph Ziggler where he, oh God, that's exactly. If you're not using a guy like Ziggler and you know what he's great at, and that is making guys look good and selling,
Mm-hmm.
you do that. And I really wish they missed the boat on a Jordan Devlin or JD McDonough versus Dolph Ziggler feud.
Yeah.
Because had they gave us that and they knew Ziggler's contract was coming, whatever, they could have built to a loser leaves WWE match. And at that point, who would have thought Dolph Ziggler was leaving? No one.
I literally thought Dolph Ziggler was a lifer with the WWE.
So that could have been a very impressive and big deal match
Mm-hmm.
at the time.
I kind of liken JD McDonough to being the modern day 1-2-3 kid, because 1-2-3 kid, Sean Waltman, fucking excellent at taking bumps from the big guys, and that's what we get out of JD McDonough as well.
Yeah, but did 1-2-3 Kid ever scream huge champion to you? And I'm gonna be honest. I don't think JD McDonough is gonna ever win the world championship. But I
No.
also never saw 1-2-3 Kid
Mm-hmm.
as an Intercontinental champion. When they kept
but
going with the Razors, the Shawns, the Goldust, I just always thought he was punching up too much.
yeah.
And I just don't want to see that limitation for JD.
Yeah. But I won't lie, that WWF title match that kid had with Brett, that
Sure.
was fucking good.
Sure, but
that was Brett making him look good too, you know.
But that was also a guy saying, I want to work with that guy. And it's no different from like Cody Rhodes saying, hey, I want to work with, what's a name? It's like, oh, look, I want to match with R-Truth.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. R-Truth is great. He's a former TNA or NWA TNA world champion. Man, I think before he retires, I would love to see him in a legit storyline going after the championship where he puts it all on the line. If he doesn't win, he retires.
Yeah.
And loses. And you just wish he won. Because I think of all people, he'll get you. That's how good he is.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody really fully expects R-Truth to beat your world champion of today.
Okay, so I'll actually draw another comparison for JD. I mean, right now, yeah, he's the bump machine, and that's exactly what Shawn Michaels was in the late '80s, early '90s, before he broke away from Marty Jannetty and struck out on his own. But even then, like, we still didn't really think that Shawn was going to become a world heavyweight champion.
I 100% did. I'm totally disagreeing.
I mean, like,
with you. As soon as he broke away from the Rockers, Macho Man.
I mean, like when he,
when
he was with the Rockers, though, you know.
No, but you always saw there's a point in time in that tag team where I'm a Shawn Michaels guy. I'm going to be 100% there. I always saw that he was better than what he was.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I think a lot of people saw Bret Hart being better than he was in the Hart Foundation with Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Right.
See, I never saw Bret as a world heavyweight champion.
See, I don't know. I didn't grow up watching the Hart Foundation. So, like, I don't know, but I know there's people that did because they just looked at the technical skill of Bret.
Although it wasn't in WWE, did we ever think we would see Bully Ray win the world title?
If you asked me who I thought was going to win a world title between the two, I would have said Bully Ray. I also, and here's the thing, I would have thought Matt Hardy was a bigger draw than Jeff Hardy, and I was incorrect with that. With their thing, both became world champions, but only one became a world champion within WWE. And I don't count the ECW title.
No, I've always found Matt to be the better worker out of the two. Jeff was just, that high flyer, the risk taker that got the pop.
So the difference I always see between Matt and Jeff is, Matt was the better worker, but Jeff was the better storyteller.
So I didn't think it necessarily was storytelling. I just thought it was very limited storytelling. Jeff Hardy was go for broke a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He chanced it. He brought the dramatics in. But the believability was not there. I thought Matt Hardy looked more believable to be world heavyweight champion.
Yeah, that's what I mean by the storytelling, the dramatics, because especially in that Undertaker ladder match, there were brief moments during that match where I thought that Jeff could actually walk away with the title, even though I knew he wasn't going to.
Okay, let's do rapid fire right away, and I'll give you guys 5 tag teams of the modern day. You give me who you think is world champion. I'll start with New Catch Republic.
Pete Dunne.
I'm going Tyler Bate.
Okay. Now, this isn't based on what they did before.
So this isn't based on Pete Dunne actually having a world heavyweight title?
No,
at one time?
I don't count the UK title as a world title.
Right.
I'm not counting that either. I'm counting titles he's held in other companies that I've seen him hold. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Good for you, but it's not WWE.
Yeah.
Because both of them are former NXT UK champions.
Yeah. I'm not going to say
we just got the finish for the Fatal 4-Way.
Oh, I like that.
Third time tonight.
Yeah, but did you call Carlito in there?
No, I did not.
That's okay. I'll still give it to you because you know what? At the end of the day, the banner never says how you won. It just says you won.
Yeah.
I got that actually off of an Oiler Nation podcast the other day.
Okay.
Because somebody asked, they did a fan question and it says like, hey, how does it feel after game 2 that the refs helped you win? And the guy says, "It felt effing great." and it was like, oh, I love it because and then one of the guys like, yeah, the bettor doesn't say, yeah, we won because of the refs. It just says we won. Such a good quote that I have to say, I have to use it again. But yeah. Also, I really hope Lyra goes on in the finals because I think Lyra versus. I really don't think Bianca or Jade should win their match. I really don't. There needs to be a tag team that costs them both their match so they defend the tag titles against them.
Yeah.
Wow, Ricochet looks different.
I thought Ricochet was Daivari for a second.
Ricochet, in a weird way, gives me Clarence Mason vibes.
Oh, that's a deep grab right there.
Dude, I mentioned Michelle Tanner.
Yeah.
I think I really... yeah. I went early 90s there. Clarence Mason is mid to later 90s.
Yeah, but in the grand scheme of when you're talking managers and all that, Clarence Mason is never in that conversation.
No, he's not.
It's like if I said, oh, man, this gives me Abraham Washington vibes.
Jeez.
There you go. Come on. I watched it all. I suffered. Actually, I like Abraham Washington. He was quite entertaining, but he went too far.
Right. Yep.
Hey, that Kobe joke actually had me laughing.
It was a good joke. It just went too far for WWE TV.
Yeah.
And the network does. I just thought it was funny that Vince McMahon was like, oh, yeah, no, DX, no, can't fire them. They don't go too far. Abraham Washington, based on a joke of something that was pretty close to what happened, you're fired. No wonder why you're getting sued by everybody now. But on that.
Okay, so anyways, back to your question there of 5 tag teams.
I was going to go Judgment Day with JD and Finn based on not what they've done before, because I do think Finn Balor's in a box now.
Yeah. Now I see them both as probably more of a mid-card champion.
Yeah, but if you had to pick who's going to be the champion between the two. Oh, okay.
I've got to go just based on his experience, Finn.
Yeah.
I got to go Finn as well.
All right.
I do see JD eventually getting to that echelon, but
Street Profits.
Montez.
I'm gonna go off the beaten path here because I know everybody's gonna pick Montez, but I'm gonna pick Angelo.
Okay, I like it.
Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. I never said it was just based on men's.
Chelsea.
OMD, I'm challenging you. You got to say it the way it should be said.
He tried to say it on SmackDown.
No, but you got to say it now. This is the moment we clip and we share, by the way.
Perfect. All right, I got to get my composure here.
Scene.
You're not a one-take man.
Chelsea Green. Oh, God, that was awful.
We'll take
241.
It was, but we'll take it. Oh, best.
I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna go Piper Niven because I've been watching a lot of her old stuff and I'm kind of getting a little bit high on her again.
All right, another female team, and I think this one is the most challenging one. Katana Chance or Caden Carter?
Oh, that's even more challenging than where I thought you were going.
Yeah.
Because I thought you were going Jade Cargill and Bianca.
That's what I thought too. But
No, because we know both of them are going to be champion. We know
Yeah.
they're both world champion. It's not even a question as to who. It's a question of when. No. I'm making things difficult. If you don't ask the tough questions, you don't get the good content.
I'm just like replaying their athletics in my head and trying to see.
Carter has more of the look and the build. But Katana Chance has the speed, the agility. I'm going to go Katana Chance.
I'm going to go Katana Chance as well because there's a part of me with Caden Carter that still doesn't quite buy her character.
Interesting. Interesting.
So we looked it up on Friday, Perish, on the SmackDown security detail. For WrestleMania, if you want bowl seating for Vegas next year, your minimum deposit is $500 now. And if you want floor, it's $2,500.
Yeah, I'm good.
Which honestly, I still think a lot cheaper than I thought they were going to charge.
Yeah. Also, we have less than 20 minutes with the match between Ilja and Jey Uso.
And we're getting a promo with Judgment Day and Carlito.
Actually, it's a backstage segment.
Yeah. And I'm starting to lean towards what you had said there, Perish, with the way Damian Priest handled everything there.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that world title gives you an ego. Just saying. And also, you also know what 4 beers does?
Makes you wiser?
Well, it makes you want to fit, which I have. But before the main event, I should go yeet before I watch it.
All right. OMD, you're muted, brother.
Oh, I'm going to go do the same thing.
All right, so I'm going to sit here by myself.
In a pleasurable silence.
As we got Dragunov making his way to the ring, and man, his entrance is kind of on fire here. I'm kind of really liking it. He's getting the crowd right hyped up. Next Monday Raw will be in Greensboro, North Carolina.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm only an entrance away. Didn't even miss the match. OMD, come on. You got to time this better.
Not a lot of time for this match, though, and I'm kind of disappointed in that.
It depends on how quick they move. I have a feeling this is going to be a quick-paced match. Also, we know that they run a couple minutes more, so it's okay. Ooh, his chops very much look like Gunther's.
Yeah, wasn't it Gunther who said he hated taking chops from Dragunov?
Yep. Oh, Gunther's one of those guys that loves chopping and hates getting chopped.
Yeah.
That's a thing. And then apparently Undertaker is also a guy who hates being chopped. That's probably a less known. I think a lot more people know that one, but yeah. Also, I'm like full born on that podcast because his buddy just challenges him, and I love it.
Oh, you're talking about Taker's show.
Yeah, his podcast, the 6 Feet Under. Yeah,
I love the fact that with Taker now we're getting a lot of untold stories that we've never heard.
I feel
the
there's
locker room.
I feel there's a part of him that he just always wants to talk shop because he never did.
Right.
Because he says WrestleMania 40 gave him closure, but I don't think. I really don't think he did get. I think he got closure from performing, but I don't think he had I don't think he had closure from the business.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like we're still going to see some more of Taker in some form or another.
The way Shawn Michaels left and came back to do NXT, I think Undertaker is just time away from doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And look at where we already are in this match. A table spot already.
Oh, that was a
Yeah, you're not going to break a table that way, so I don't understand that spot.
It was a cool spot, but
it was. But like, why are you undoing the table for a bump if you're going to spear a guy because it goes forward, it doesn't go down? If anything, that's where you do the splash off the top. And I'm nitpicking at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great decision. Yeah, when I said I watched the Mighty Ducks inside last night, I decided I'm just going to watch all the Mighty Ducks movies again because why not?
I actually added this to my.
And apparently tomorrow is Jersey Day at my work where we're allowed to wear jerseys. So, yeah, they're going to get an Adam Banks Hawks jersey.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm just going to showcase everybody that I got the best collection. Which I have a pretty solid collection of jerseys now. I'm proud of it. It will be featured better in due time. I don't have much time to, but yeah.
To be fair, I'm actually jealous of your jersey collection.
Like, this is only like a specific, like a little amount too. I know. I'm very happy.
Perish has a walk-in closet just filled with jerseys.
We actually do have a walk-in closet, but it's not like the walk-in closet you think. We can actually just walk into it. I'm in the process of trying to do something with my jerseys.
Yeah.
I just don't know what yet. But right now, I don't have an interest in buying a jersey. I'm pretty good. I might in a few years. If Spencer Rattler becomes a starter for the Saints, I'm getting his jersey.
Yeah.
That's the easy answer.
I think once I land a shoot job, I think one of the first things I want to get is a Sioux Greyhounds jersey. I've been wanting one for years and years and years. So
I do have an Edmonton Roadrunners jersey. It's
geez.
not crested. I'm contemplating getting it crested. I do have a Joffrey Lupul Oiler jersey. That's like the white version of the copper and blue. I am going to get that recrested at some point. I do plan on getting Matthias Ekholm put on that.
Is that based off what you were saying the other night about how Matthias Ekholm may be one of your favorite most favorite defensemen for the Oilers?
Oh no, he's not my most well. I do have an autograph Marc-Andre Bergeron jersey.
Yeah.
But that's also because while he was playing for the team, I was also a very short defenseman that liked to hit.
Right.
And I went to the game where he had the most beautiful hip check on Brendan Morrow. And then, he just also had a cannon and a shot and whatnot. But he's also like small, and he's not a physical guy, but he played bigger than what he was. That's why I hate. That's why I got frustrated with the Evan Bouchards of the world. That's what I do, and you know that from when we watch one of their games privately.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like expected. The Ilja Dragunov Jey Uso match is intensifying on the physical scale, and I don't think it needed any. Now, if this was a mid-card title match, because let's be honest, if this was for the Intercontinental title, this could go 30 minutes and we'd all be like, yeah.
I'd be fine if it went for a full hour.
It doesn't need to on a Monday Night Raw.
Well, John Cena and Shawn Michaels didn't need to go an hour, but they did, and that was.
But that was also like right before the new year, and like nobody was expecting anything good on Raw.
Yeah.
And Shawn Michaels and John Cena was like, they're just like, well, let's just like do whatever we want, and they were given the time, so.
Yeah, and to be fair, when they actually did go that whole hour, you didn't even notice that they did go that whole hour.
No.
Is Jay currently feuding with anyone?
No.
I know there's some slight involvement from Drew. Like, that would be the only thing, is like maybe Drew costs him this match. And we get that Ilja versus Gunther match.
But again, this is not a match. I mean, Jay doesn't need this match. Gunther doesn't need the King of the Ring title, but
he does if it brings him towards the world title. If they go back to the winner of this tournament gets a title shot, everyone needs this match.
Which is something that I've heard that they are doing.
Yeah.
But do we see Gunther get that title match at Clash in the Castle, or does he wait until Bash in Berlin?
I would do it Bash at the Berlin. I think Clash of the Castle's too soon. And
yeah, I would do Bash at Berlin because, again, hometown favorite. You want to get that nice pop off of him.
Would you even wait to SummerSlam? Because the way I grew up, I always thought the winner of the Rumble got a match at WrestleMania. The winner of the King of the Ring got the match at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but Bash in Berlin is after SummerSlam.
It's before. Yeah. I think it's before. Unless if... Is it in August? I thought it was in July.
Both are August.
Okay, then yes, it is. Yeah, then yes, it is. I thought it was in July.
No, Clash at the Castle is June, so you're not going to do Scotland, and then Berlin, and then back to Cleveland.
I actually thought they were, because I thought there's 3 international PLEs before SummerSlam, which goes back in the States. I thought there's 3 before they go back to America.
SummerSlam is August 3rd. Bash in Berlin is August 31st. So there's only 2 international PLEs because Money in the Bank counts to them as an international PLE. So,
well, I guess Saudi Arabia, the king and the queen of the ring.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Ooh, Jey Uso's left ear is bleeding.
Right from the piercing too.
Yeah. Oh, I probably just got cut. And this is why you don't wrestle with jewelry, people. I don't think it bleeds if he doesn't have the earring in. And then when you wrestle a guy like Ilja, he's he's going to hit you.
I always made sure to take my piercings out before I had a match.
We don't want to hear about your Prince Albert.
Well, too late you did.
Mm-hmm.
And who does Gunther potentially face at Bash in Berlin?
Whoever he wants. I mean, do we actually think Damian Priest is going to be the champion at Bash in Berlin?
No.
Exactly.
It's possible, but no.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
I mean, okay, but what?
This is a match, I'm not gonna lie. Like I want Ilja and Gunther, but at the same time,
I do.
I'm okay if
kind
you
of,
give that to me in a bigger scale for, like, say, the title.
Yeah.
But at the same time, good for them. This is exactly what you do if you want Jey Uso to be a deal, man. You gotta give him the big time win.
That honestly, I mean, yeah, it was defeating Ilja Dragunov, and yeah, Ilja is new to the roster, but this was a big win for Jey.
Such a clean splash, too.
And a great showing for Ilja.
Yeah. And a rematch between Gunther and Jey Uso. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I would not hate Jey Uso going.
I wouldn't either.
Gunther has big ears. I never noticed that until right now on that thing. But that guy has ears, man.
I mean, this also could spin off again other stories coming out of the tournament for Ilja Dragunov.
I love this. What a way to make people care. That's intriguing. That's very intriguing to me.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
What if do we see Jey Uso versus Tama Tonga in the finals at the PL?
I would not hate. But what happens if we see Gunther versus Tamatonga? Also, that's a great suggestion too of Tamatonga going to the finals because, yeah. And how fire was that entrance of Tamatonga on SmackDown?
Right. Holy.
And that's a
it's
pun
fucking awesome.
intended.
Yeah.
All right, Bax, you know what to do now.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hand out them socials, starting with you, Mr. OMD.
Bring it. The people can find me on the Book of Faces, Daniel Hrycyk, HRYCYK. On Snapchat, One Man Dynamic, capitals on OM and D. On Twitch at OMD17 and on Discord at OMD6370. Visually, you can catch me right here every Monday before the Raw Patrol with Bubba Duke and the Bulkster doing the Raw preview review show. Then right here doing the Raw Patrol Tuesdays at 8:05 doing Turnbuckle Talk with Chris Best with Karl Karufel, and Thursdays doing the Boar's Nest with Bubba Duke. Fridays, I host the SmackDown Security Detail. This week, however, I am taking the remainder of the week off from podcasting due to family obligations, so I will be right back here next Monday night with all of you. Mr. Perish, the floor is yours.
Yeah, the scrolling thing there down below, those are my socials. So please like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm not going to bore you with just reiterating that, but what I'm going to ask you to do is please check me out every Sundays at 12:15 p.m. Eastern with the Chris Perish podcast, where this Sunday I will remember to announce the winners of the first ever Chris Perish podcast draft, as I 100% forgot last show. And then, yeah, where you can find me visually is there, just like you can find me here. And if I'm off on time, let's just say I might do a run-in in the future to another show. So yeah, just keep watching, because you just never know where I'm gonna pop up. And that's
cool.
That's it. No. That's just a little bit of all right. Chris Best.
All right, guys, you can find me at youtube.com at CBRS Entertainment.
What a time to be frozen.
TV, CBRS _entertainment, threads.net at CBestFilms83. Completely froze up, didn't? Yeah, I froze up. You can look for me Tuesday night, 8:05 Eastern, as I do Turnbuckle Talk alongside Bubba Duke this week. Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, new episode of WWE 2K24 My Rise will be uploaded. After which you can tune in right here at Turnbuckle Studios to catch myself doing the SmackDown Security Detail. Saturday night, you can look for me doing Saturday Night Gaming as I go into part 2 with Uncharted 4. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in here. Have yourself a wonderful evening.